Your gifts are within you. I do know that is true for every single person, and that was the title of a message that I posted today, a Wilhelm message, but I'm going to talk about it a little bit more. Because you must accept who you become, because we're always changing. As we live, we're evolving, and that happens in our consciousness. So who we become can change as well. And when you don't go with that, when you don't move with that, it can cause difficulties. And sometimes you don't know who you're becoming. None of us do. This is why we get help. This is why we go to counseling, or we take courses or a mentor or whatever it might be. And I've done all of those things as well. But this is something else that came up today, and I just want to talk about it because I must own it, as I want everyone to own who you become. I posted in that series. There are two videos, there are two channeling sessions from January in 2022 and 2023. And I was told a long time ago that I was a direct channel. I was a pure channel. I didn't even know what that meant. When I started receiving this information in 1989, as many of you know, I didn't even tell people what I was doing. I was just writing it. I was just receiving it and moving through my life and healing things, and it was never my intention to give it to others. And there was a time where someone asked me to write a foreword for their book, and I couldn't understand why they even asked me. And they said, because you're a pure channel. Again, not understanding what that meant. And then I did an interview where someone said, you answer right away. And when I was channeling, and I said, I didn't think of it. Then I find out that's a direct channel. Then I had to look up what those definitions were, because I'm just receiving the information. But what I'm connecting to is a universal consciousness. And that is why when I'm working with someone, that's why I ask for your birth date, because I have this awareness of the universe. This is universal consciousness in each person. That's what happens. Now, I couldn't have explained that many years ago, but I must now, because we're moving quicker and I'm in our world, and I need to be more accountable to myself as well so that I can help more. And as you look at that, the messages for today, you will see the trajectory that is there, which is why it was called quantum, a quantum philosophy. And I couldn't have known that before, because I had to live it and have it come together, and that's what it is. And then there was another thing that happened a while back where I heard from Wilhelm, you will begin to hear faster. And that did occur, because I stopped with the writing that I used to do, and it just comes through because it's right there. I don't have to wait to access the information. And that's what's been occurring. But I haven't been really owning all of that, and I'm going to do that now. So I wanted you to understand it, because the information I'm receiving is not Roger, and I've talked about that before, and you can look at the messages and you'll see that. And when I go back to listen to the sessions, which many people do as well, because that's how we remember, but I'm so surprised, because most of the information I don't remember. Or when I do a private session, I don't remember what I'm giving that individual, because it's pure. And when it's pure, that means it's not being filtered by my personality or my thoughts or beliefs or any of that. And this is why most times I don't remember it. And it also is why it took me so long to recognize how powerful and valuable this was, because I was disconnected from it. I have to go back and listen just like everyone else and integrate that information. But this is what I wanted you to know, because that's what's in this work. That's why the program is so powerful, because it's not coming from me. And I've always had difficulty explaining that. The other thing, I hid from myself. I just went onto YouTube, Facebook a while ago, and there was a comment. They said, where have you been? Why have you been hiding? And I was. I'm introverted by nature, and many know that. And but I also needed to embody it all, and that's why this body of work is so powerful. But I'm no longer hidden now, is why I'm speaking about it. But I wanted everyone to understand the difference. When I work with you in a private session, for instance, I am accessing universal consciousness and your place in it. That's why asked for the birth date. No other channel has ever done that, but that's because I received a understanding, an encyclopedia of the universe, basically, and that was said in channeling sessions, but I didn't even remember that. But we will evolve in different ways, and we all do, and it's going to be different, but you must own who you become, because that is the value of your life. And so that's what I'm doing now. But I needed to give you this because I wanted everyone to understand, and this is the work that I'm focusing on now, because our world is moving faster in terms of this evolution, and so it's time for each of us to move faster in our lives and own and embody who we become. Thank you so much for being here. You'll find all the information. I'll see you soon.